All 42 mega food parks will be operational within 24 months, says Union Food Processing Industry Minister Harsimrat Kaur Badal. Reliance Industries announces bonus share issue at 1:1 at the 48th Annual General Meeting. Also unveils its Jio phone at effective price 0. Thank you. Good evening and welcome to METROSCAN from Mumbai. I'm Mamta Bhatt. Let's see the news in detail. Union Food Processing Industries Minister Harsimrat Kaur Badal today said that all the 42 mega food parks will be operational within 24 months. While speaking at a roadshow of World Food India 2017 in Mumbai, she added that to deal with farmers' distress, the motto of their ministry is double farmers' income and reduce food wastage. She further added that with World Food India and Kisan Sampada Yojana, food sector is set to boom in coming times. On goods and service tax, Harsimrat Kaur Badal said that the food processing sector will have a positive impact and prices of many food items is expected to come down. Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis, State Agriculture Minister Pandurang Phudkar, Director of Ministry of Food Processing Industries Jitendra Kumar and others were also present at the roadshow.
We have the Food Processing Minister with us, Harsimrat Kaur Badal. Ma'am, thank you very much for joining DD News. First of all, we heard the roadshow and World Food India. How will this help the entire food processing sector?
I think it's going to start a new chapter in the food processing sector and leapfrog it to the next level. Food processing is at a very nascent stage in our country, but growing at a faster pace than even manufacturing. In the last 3 years, a lot of policy decisions have been taken by the new government to ensure that food processing can progress. We have worked really hard to create infrastructure, fill in the gaps in the value chain. And now with the Sampada scheme that's being launched, it's actually going to connect the farmers to this industry and the industry to the retailer. So the entire chain gets complete.
You mentioned that food consumption will increase. Definitely the food wastage would also increase with that. The food parks are also going to get completed. What is the timeline and how do we deal with farmers' distress?
See, food wastage will not increase because food wastage is directly proportional to food production. But the more food processing that will happen, that production which goes to the market and to the consumer will have an outlet of going to an industry also. So what would get wasted at the farmer level, because in our country maximum wastage is during harvest and transportation. So harvest it gets wasted, A, because there is no storage at the farm gate level, and B, sometimes we find that the farmers do not get the right prices in the market, so they just throw the crop. So if they do not get the right prices at the market, they can then have an option of going to an industry, because the more we promote this industry. We have operationalized 7 mega food parks in the last 3 years. Another 3 more will be operationalized this year, and all 42 will be operationalized within the next 2 years.
Lastly, what's the impact of GST on the food processing sector?
I think it's going to have a positive impact. GST by and large is going to have an extremely positive impact throughout the nation, because for the first time we are going to become one economic nation where multiple taxes are going to be removed and become one tax. There's going to be transparency, there's going to be less interaction of government with governance, and life is generally going to become simpler. But as far as food processing and food is concerned, often outside every state we see these truckload lines of trucks where from rural area food is being transported to the urban area. Now you can just imagine when we get stuck in the traffic jam, how long we are stuck for, how long those trucks are stuck for, and how much wastage is happening while they are standing there. So imagine when there's seamless transfer with none of these roadblocks, definitely wastages are going to come down. And as you know, in GST, food has been kept in the exempt basket, most of it, or in the lowest bracket. So some things are going to become cheaper, but most things are not going to be any more expensive than what they were. They may be cheaper, but they will not be more expensive.
All right, thank you very much for joining DD News. So that was Harsimrat Kaur Badal speaking about the positive impacts of GST and also how food processing sector will be in coming time. With camera person Naveen, this is Shama Mishra for DD News, Mumbai.
Reliance Industries Limited Chairman Mukesh Ambani today announced the launch of Jio Intelligent Phone, offering lifelong free voice calls bundled with 4G data streaming at an effective price of 0. Ambani announced the next leap at the company's 40th shareholder meeting today. The phone, targeted at 50 crore feature phone users in the country, will be available for pre-booking from August 24th on payment of a refundable security deposit of 1,500 rupees. This deposit will be refunded after 36 months on the return of phone. He said, adding that the price of the phone will be effective zero. Reliance Industries Limited today announced one bonus share for every share held, the first such issue after 12 years, and a dividend of 13 rupees a share. The Organization of Pharmaceutical Producers of India had organized its 5th annual HR Summit with the theme 3D Future of Pharma today in the city. The summit had a brief discussion in the context of the growing importance and impact of diversity, digitalization and design thinking in brands. Speaking on the occasion, Dr. Shailesh Iyengar, president of OPPI, said, India is experiencing disruptive change with many innovations that constantly increase competition and challenges in the economy. In healthcare sector, these challenges are further intensified due to stringent and highly vigilant regulatory environment. The summit included an interactive and engaging discussion on the role of digitalization in pharma world and the impact on the patient care. The Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry, in association with Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion today, organized a conference on copyright and the creative economy. While addressing the conference, Controller General of Patents, Designs and Trademark, O.P. Gupta, said the Copyright Board will merge with the Intellectual Property Appellate Board and will be fully functional by the end of this year. They are also in propose of choosing a head. He further indicated that the government will expedite the approvals of copyrights to under 3 months. He also said that once the Copyright Board is functional, all pending issues will be addressed. The entire Boeing related to the copyright had been shifted to Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion from the HRD Ministry last year to promote and drive more innovative following the Make in India campaign. He added that the government has also created an awareness cell for intellectual property promotion management and is working on spreading knowledge on copyright issues and infringement. Celebrating the 16 years of glorious music, Khazana, a festival of ghazal, is a concept which began as a platform for ghazal artists to showcase their talent to an audience that appreciated their musical talent. Khazana is a unique phenomenon of celebrating of ghazals to raise funds for thalassaemic children and cancer patients. The 2-day rich and vibrant performance of ghazal starts from today. This year, Khazana will feature a multitude of talents including Bhupendra Singh, Mitali Singh, Anup Jalota, Talat Aziz, Rekha Bhardwaj, Javed Ali, Sona Mahapatra and many more.
It's our duty कि हम उन लोगों के काम आए कि शायद जिनके पास उतना नहीं है जो हमारे पास है। हम कलाकारों के पास खास करके हम कलाकारों के पास कला है, हमारे पास हमारा फन है, हमारी आर्ट है, तो उस आर्ट के ज़रिए, उस फन, उस कला के ज़रिए मैं समझता हूँ कि हमें लोगों के लिए कुछ करना चाहिए।
जहाँ मौका मिल जाए अच्छे काम के लिए सामने आ जाना चाहिए, क्योंकि हमको ये एहसास होने लगता है कि हम अपने लिए सब कुछ नहीं करते, दूसरों के लिए भी करते हैं।
मुझे गर्व महसूस होता है कि इस बार पेपॉन मुझे जैसे आर्टिस्ट उनको इनविटेशन दिया गया है वैसे, लेकिन मैं सोचती हूँ कि ये मौका है कि कुछ नया सीखूं और अपने म्यूजिकल बाउंड्रीज को पुश करूं।
Well, that's all we had in this edition of METROSCAN from Mumbai, but we'll be back on Monday evening with more updates. Till then, over to Delhi Studios. Thanks for watching. Namaskar.